Well, good day, tubes. So, how's she going today? Well, somewhere under here is my Jeep. Looks like the big hunk fell off the roof, but I'm trying to get this big feller off the hood here. Holy! She's a heavy one. Well, sort of off. But anyways, just kind of wanted to get the panel more exposed there so she'll charge up the battery and keep her juiced up for me. But anyways, yeah. So I got the brush all cleaned out and stuff, and it's still pretty good. So I don't know if we're gonna paint today though. I might have another idea in my brain. And that is, I'm thinking we better maybe work on this feller here. Get this thing fixed. And remember a while back there I showed you where I broke the, where this pin here went through the cylinder there, and it's just so thin there now. It just, I'm actually amazed it really took as much abuse as it did. So we're gonna definitely change that up. And basically all I really need to get off, I guess, is this front piece here, which is bolted by this great big thick huge bolt that goes through there. And actually I wanted to rebuild that part too, but for now I guess she's alright. That, and we'll need I guess the cylinder off there. Not too sure how that comes off yet, but what I'll probably do is take, well, the plow off of course, and then unbolt this guy, and then take the pin, I think, out of here again, this big pin, and then pull this other piece off as well, because I don't really need to unbolt everything there. That can probably all stay on there. So yeah, so first things first, I guess we got to see if she's going to start up, because I got to take the plow out and take it off. So she's been sitting for quite a while without being started up, so hopefully she's good. Of course it's good. It's a John Deere, what do you expect? Anyways, let's get her out and get the plow off her, and figure out what I'm going to need for getting that big bolt out of there. It's a fairly big nut on the bottom. I might have to do her with the big adjustable or something. I don't know yet. Alrighty, so what I'm actually going to do, I think, is release this lifter pin here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Makes a fooler out of me. Anyways, I got to find something to put these on here. One sec. Alright, now let's see if we can do her. Kind of need two hands, I guess. Or more. There we go. Okay, so that can come down. That can actually probably stay right here. And put the clip back into the pin. Alright. Now I've got to try to get this pin out, and I must have forgot to lube it up last time, because it's not sort of coming out super easy here. So let's see what we can do. Ooh, I almost need to move my wheel over maybe, but I think she's almost there. Gotta be. Holy. Yeah, I see it's a bit dry there. I forgot to put some grease on her, I guess. Ow. Well, that's as far as that's gonna go. Not far enough. Uh-oh. And we're so close. So far. There. Why that's so tight in there. Anyways, we can think. Oh, Ew. Okay, we are free. And we can take this piece into the bench now. Hopefully. Good. And see what we're going to do with this. Alright, well, the thing must have pulled so hard when it broke that it actually bent this pin over. And I don't know if it's... Oh, it did come out. So that's actually bent up pretty good. And looks like, I know for a while this pin was slowly, it would start to, it's supposed to seat down right flush, right, in the hole, and every once in a while it would kind of work itself up, and I guess that's because this bottom thing here, it's sheared off. I don't know why they use those. They're not the best thing, those little spring roll clip thingies. I don't like them much, but anyhow, this looks like it's going to be fairly straightforward. Basically what I'm thinking, it's maybe a little big, but replacing all this garbagey stuff with that in there, underneath of course, and then well, no, hang on a sec, that's not right. This would actually get mounted onto the cylinder like this, welded solid onto the cylinder. And then when this thing gets in line here, we drop one of these big fellers down through and in. Now, I probably don't need to go that size. I also have a bit smaller, which is a 1-inch, which actually will probably be lots, which would make it a lot easier for me for welding this feller onto that. And, or no, sorry, this I'll get it right eventually. This feller onto there, and then this wouldn't need such a big hole there. It'd be a little more better probably too. So that I do believe. Of course it doesn't say. I think got another one here. It doesn't say there either. I believe that's a 1-inch anyways. And this I think was 1.5 inches. Probably don't need them that big, but it's a piece of solid. We got another few of these things over here too. Those Deweys. We got lots of materials anyways. We kind of stocked her up last time we went to Princess Auto there, so we're pretty good for stuff. So, I guess first things first. I wouldn't kind of mind maybe even rebuilding this thing too in here, because it is kind of. Hang on. Kind of floppy, so what I guess I'll do is we'll flip her up on her side or something. Oh, I better move it away. Don't want to hurt the hydraulics. And figure out what we're going to need to get that feller off. She's a pretty good sized one, though I probably got a wrench that'll fit. Let's go see what we got here. Well, I got one. It's not perfect bang. It's probably some stupid metric thing, but 1.1 inch should get her off. Maybe. I think it's one of those jam nut thingies. So she's on good. Because I guess you don't want... Whoa, camera. Don't want that falling off, right? Should probably put my impact on her, but... We'll get her. I think. Yeah. 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 I think it's one of those jam nuts. Anyways, I hope she's taking lots of torque to get her down. Looks like it's not moved anyways since they've put her on, but it's coming. So yeah, the painting, I think I'm going to maybe wait a few more days. Let that primer kind of dry, harden up a bit, because some of the areas I did slop her on pretty thick, so maybe I'll let her sit even 3 or 4 days or whatever, and maybe get back to her next week or something, because what's today, Wednesday? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday. Let her harden up real good. Oh, I think we made her. So I don't know if that is a jam nut or not now. It's I don't know. It's not going to matter because I'm going to change her all. So now it's kind of a sort of a good setup they've got here in a way, but in other ways I'm not super crazy on it. So let's see if we can get you in some sort of position here to see the extraction, just like that, and it's not really too warm. Okay, now we can take off this front bit here from the back bit there, I think. Yes. And what is without a side? Oh. So let's see here now. More dissecting. We need to get, this is a bushing in here. See, it's kind of cheesy because it's a lot of stuff to flop around there and wear out with no grease fittings on it, right? So now, actually, what? Of course, why would it be easy? Why would it be easy? It's not possible. So this will actually work pretty good in there once we get her out. That's actually bang on the right size, it looks like to me. It's just a little more wore out on the inside, and then I guess, I don't know why the John Deere guys, they put that in and then think that's alright, but now mind you, that is wet and crappy and it never did really seize up. But my plans are to basically that sleeve back in there with that pin in there and a greaser fitting sitting right in the front. So I'll be able to there, and then where the other one comes through on there, or this one has sort of come through, that one, and she should be good forever. So alright, that's a little further away than we're wanting to know, but anyways, we probably should have a look at this back one here too. And now I did it to this one too, and I guess because the pin come out, so maybe we're not going to do that one. The thing kept coming out of here, I guess, too, the cotter pin thing, although it feels like it's loose again. So I must have spot welded her right tight, but I see it's loose again, and the only thing that's holding in is this bit of grubbity weld on the top here, because I can sort of feel that pin's kind of loose in there. But for now, I guess she's alright. It doesn't look like it's warped herself too bad out of there, so maybe we'll just leave that one alone. But we are going to need to take some lines off of here, I think, and get this cylinder drained out and stuff, and then I can get this rod pulled way out as far as it'll come, so when I start welding it on there, this dewey onto there, it's not going to heat up and wreck the seals in here. So what we'd have to do is probably get a really wet towel and wrap it around right in by here, so if it starts to get warm, it'll hit the towel and then start to cool it right off again. So this might have to get welded a little bit at a time, you know, because you don't want to wreck that seal in here, and I don't think it's a replaceable one either. I don't know if I can get in that thing or not, if I had to ever switch it. These are all welded solid here, right? So I don't know how they do that, but there must be some trick to it or something. I don't know. I know, but that little blue thing there is the seal, and you don't want to mess that up. So anyways, let's grab some littler wrenches and we'll pop these lines out of here. Alright, I guess I might as well do both. Trying to think, this will be the full side now because it's pushed the piston down to the bottom, so there'll be lots of oil on this side here. And it's starting to peel already. These individual pieces, man, are they ever expensive to buy them again? If, you know, say you broke one and couldn't fix it yourself, holy. Them John Deere guys are laughing all over the bank, let me tell you. But anyways, that's, I guess, the way she works, like that. So this one too. really kind of think I should do that rear one, but it's probably going to break as soon as I start using her again. But bit of corrosion on that one too, interesting. But that is free there now. So now what's going to happen when I pull this forward, if I can, it's going to go straight out there. So where are we shooting here, boys? Let's get a pair of vice grips maybe on this. So it should suck air here and then out there. So already here we go. Oh, if I can even pull it. Maybe not. Oh, that's not good. We possibly might have to do this a different way, because that's not going to work. Okay, different way, different way, different way. Different way, different way. But I need air. Where's my Dewey? Where'd my Dewey go for my gun? My air gun. Uh-oh. Hang on, I'll find her. It's blue somewhere. Okay, so hopefully I don't hit the camera. And turn maybe a bit more that way. So what you gotta do is pressurize the bottom side. Should fit onto there. And I'm probably gonna get nailed myself. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Okay, you've seen her. I'm gonna cover it up now. Actually, that might make a good slow-mo. Hang on. Ready? Here we go. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. Oh, there she goes. So that was kind of cool, made sort of a mess, but we got her mostly cleaned up here, so kind of sprayed up the wall a little bit, but that's okay. So there will be now a tiny little bit back in the back here as well, so we're going to try to push it. Nope. Maybe not. I didn't think this thing would be this strong. Well, not too much back there at all, actually. There you go. Hydraulics at their best. So that's about as far as that thing comes. Which is okay. It's not super great, but it should work. And one thing with these two, I'm pretty sure this one will do it. If you don't happen to weld her on perfectly, let me think now, that's not exactly 100% true. If you gotta get her fairly bang on, which what I'll probably do is get her all ready to sort of tack up and then put it together and then tack it. These things will spin a bit this way, but not much that way, so you gotta be pretty precise when you're reattaching things here. So okay, so I'm going to use, I think it was one that size, so we got to kind of try to copy the profile of the outside of this thing, which is fairly big arc. And basically I think what I'm going to do is just zip off these things right here, and that will actually fit there, and it actually will kind of give me a little more length there, but sometimes that's not good. Now if you wonder what I mean there is the other pin sat here. Well, if I put that one there, that means this pin's going to sit out a bit more, so we're actually going to have probably another inch of travel there, which hard to say when it gets back into this far in. I don't know, it may not go too good, so well, we won't know until we get there though. But so what am I going to use to zip those off? Probably just my little die grinder fuzzy saw thingy. Let me go grab her. Alright, well, I think this will work. I don't know how hard the steel is on these things, but here we go. Stay there. Well, that doesn't look too bad, and what I'm going to do now is just kind of do a little bit of digging in here and in here to make a little bit deeper of a pocket there for this thing to kind of fit down in, because it's not sort of super perfect good right there. So I don't want to go a whole lot though, because I just still want quite a bit to be able to weld to. So what I'm going to do is just probably do the dentist drilly thing out here and just kind of smooth these out a little bit, and then it should kind of fit in the curvature a little better, and then I'll be able to get a fair decent weld all the way around and stuff. So yeah, let's get doing some dentistry. For something sort of like that, let me cover that bit of light there, so that'll give us a little better profile-y there when we go to weld that on. She's not right flat, but it's not, yeah, that should work good. So we'll be able to get lots of weld around there. So really wish I could get that rod out more, but that's all I'm gonna get, I guess. So yeah, but as far as I can see, it's a sealed unit, unless there's something to do with if you take this piece out of there. Maybe, I don't know if there's like another something to release Stewie down there or something to maybe pull it all out. I don't know, but who knows? I don't know as far as I'm gonna take her apart. But anyways, I guess now we got to start dealing with this part of it, the other part, right? All right, so this piece here seems kind of strange. They did weld it there, I guess. They didn't weld this side of it though, on this collar piece. Yeah, they did weld through there and about halfway around, but they didn't weld any of this, or oh, there's a little bit on that side, I guess. So okay, it's all right, I guess. So I'm kind of thinking which would be the best way to bust this thing out of here. I'm thinking plasma, but I don't know. Plasma, I think it might be better with the flame torch, because I can probably get in there and hold it up a bit and then shoot straighter. Where this thing, it's just because of the shield on it, it's I'm gonna have to do a lot more hacking after to get the smoothed out again. So I think probably the best way to do that is get the oxyacetylene going and just blast right through that stupid thing, that, and then same here, and that should get her out, hopefully. Okay, I think we got all the flammables away here. We're gonna do this kind of slowly. I'm not gonna go super crazy, wicked hot fast, but here we go anyways. I've got her yet, but we'll give her a little love tap here and see what happens. Sure, fall off, why don't you? Get out of the shot, why don't you? Huh? Had to hit her hard enough, and of course it's everything that's plastic over here. Okay, it's really hot. So that's out. That's good. And I don't think we heard anything more than normal. So that's good. Let me zoom you back out here. I had you zoomed in so you could see the top there. So it's not looking too bad. What I might do now is go over it again and just, you know, try to blast a little bit more of that off so I can let the grind off, but I won't put you through that. I'll get that all done here, and oh, better turn my fan on too. It's starting to get smoky. And we'll get her cleaned up. Alright, so we're fairly clear there now. It's still a bit warm, but basically I have to pretty much clean those right flat, so where'd it go? Yeah, some here. Anyways, we'll use this as an example. So our piece can fit in there nice and flush, and it's not going to get jammed up or nothing. Let's get her into the saw. Got to measure this, and then see what we got to cut, and then we'll give her a little zip. Alright, so we're good to go. Put safety glasses on, and here we go. Wowee, that thing, I sure like it, I'll tell you. So hopefully that should fit in there. I left a little bit of room there just in case. I didn't want her tight and snug. Could have probably made her a little bit more tolerant, but that's okay. That'll work. So now what I'm going to do, basically I have to hog out these things to the size of our pin, which is that size, and then what I'm also going to do is take the other piece of this, put that on there, and then weld that on too, so I'll have a little bit extra of a boss there to attach this thing onto, so she'll be sitting up and then it'll have a little bit extra there. So that's probably a good idea. Gonna, looks like, have to cut one of my other ones too, just to get one for the bottom as well, and that should make her fairly beefy strong. So we'll cut another one of these. Alrighty, so I do have a 1-inch drill bit, and don't use it very often because I never really had the horsepower to run it, but give her a shot here, and basically I just have to hog these holes out, so hopefully it'll work. So far so good. Smoky. I'm going to turn my fan on. Ah, this crap. Settle out or something, I don't know. No angle. I think I'm almost through, but I don't want to keep her getting too hot. set up the other side now. I think that's going to be the fun one. Alright, actually this one might go better because we actually got the feller locked down below the table, so she ain't going nowhere. So, let's drill a 1-inch hole. Holy. Hopefully I got her lined up in the right spot here. I might have to just release it for a second until I do get it lined up. I had to turn the drill press a little bit and turn the table the other way. Should work. Let's lock her down again. Okay. Should do it. Alrighty, I think we are just about ready for just a little bit of assembly. Oh, maybe not, I just dropped it. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is, everything should fit together pretty good here. That needs a little bit of a reamer, but I think it'll be alright. So, that can go inside of there like this. This inside of there like that. Not like that. And there's our top piece. And another pin for the top. There we go. That should work. And basically now I got to get the right angles and stuff and figure out where that ram's going to sort of mount together and stiff. I still want to do this thing though too, that's right. So we got to do another one of these. Just like that. I guess 1-inch pin should be lots for that. I'm going to have to do a bit more drilling, I think. Let's just see here. I think that's, yeah, that's not right. Not the right size, but that's okay, we can do that. And that'll give us a little bit more protection with these little collars, right? And they'll get welded on there real good and stiff, and yeah, should work good. So I don't know what I'm going to do in the top here, because this is a square hole, as you can see, for when they use their whatchamacallit thing, so you only need one tool to take it out. That square fits in that square, and then, you know, it's still loose and floppy, but how far out is that from square hole being a round hole? Oh, I think I can work with that. And use my reamer and cleaner and out tool for that. This bottom one, I think I'll just ream it too. It should have a thing too on it. Maybe collars. Oh no, it can't. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. More collars like these things for up and top and down here. Because the other piece with the hydraulic on it there fits inside here. So now what shape and size is all that crap? Because we gotta redo that too. It's actually not really too bad. I kind of don't want it super tight, you know, because I want a little bit of room in there for grease to fit. So when I put a grease fitting in these things, that it'll have a bit of room to keep a bit of grease in there. Because if it's too tight, the tolerance in there are too tight, then it won't keep any grease at all in there. So yeah, so what we'll do, I guess, is I'll get working and start reaming out these things. Hopefully my burring tool here still has a bit of life left in it. It looks think it sort of had better days, but I don't know, we'll try her and see. That thing was wicked when it was brand new, let me tell you, holy crap. But might actually even put this feller over in the vise, so it's not a whole pile of room over there. So I'll get her reamed out, and we'll get that one together. Well, there we go. So that come together pretty good. Basically the same deal again. A little collar dewey, you know, the inside dewey, this dewey. Let me just pull this apart here again, and I'll show you the square hole that turned into a round hole. So that's not too bad. It worked out pretty good. So yeah, I think that should work out pretty good. So now this one, get her back here, huh? That one there can pretty much get welded right in there like that. Let me think now. Oh no, I don't need this piece. That's right. Okay, that was just a tester thing. That's right, because the other one's got a thing already in that thing. So, but anyways, let's get her back over to the bench here and see how she's looking. All right, so this will that way, and what this piece here is for is if you didn't have the power angling, you could turn it and then put a pin through to lock it, which is good, I guess. But I went for the power angling, so okay. Now this should go together here, except we're gonna need to watch where this piston's going here for the ram. That will fit together there, roughly. Of course, it's in the way. And this can go in the right spot. I can go down there now, roughly. Roughly. Come on, baby. Gonna be grumpy, I guess, are ya? There we go. And that'll get welded on, and I probably won't put that on as permanent like that. It'll have an actual clip. I'll do it right now, maybe like that, and could bend that. It would be good because then it would keep it from sneakily coming out on me. Enough, I think, to keep it from falling out. Okay, so now another idea is clearance there too. What I might have to do is, because these pins are a hair bit long, is put some washers maybe under on top of there or something. I don't know if I got any of that size, but I guess I could make a taller collar there too. You know, before I weld that on, I could weld a taller collar on it. To have to cut a little bit bigger one. They both should probably, that one's not bad. It's got a little play there, but that's not bad. This one, yeah, it probably should have a somewhat of a taller. That's really tight for some reason. She needs a grease fitting. I'm telling you, she needs a grease fitting. But that should work in theory. And this color here will get welded onto. That's not much clearance there. Very interesting. See, that's one of the things that might screw things up a little bit here, is where things are kind of mounted. If this was actually out a hair more, it would have turned and gone in there a little better, but this actually might be out a little bit more than it needs to be. I don't know why I can't do that by hand. Anyways, let me grab my hair and I'll just suck her in a little bit. And we can get a rough idea of how we're looking here. Yeah, I want this side. Yeah, Yeah, it was just stuck out a little bit too much there. So something like that, yeah, that should work. That's about right full one side, so that's good. And could actually probably give that a little spot weld as we're speaking, but I don't have my welder and everything all ready to rock, so we'll maybe do that after lunch there. And yeah, I think I might cut one a little bit taller for that. That'll take up that extra play instead of putting a bunch of washers under there. So that looks pretty good lined up there. It's not too bad at all, really. So yeah, what I want to do is probably have to get a little container of water or something in case it's going to take a lot of heat to get down into that seal, but I really don't want to get down into that seal kind of thing, right? So, but if I get her tacked on there real good, I should be able to take it all apart and bring it out here where I could actually, like, you know, dunk it in something even, or have a thing of water here I can pour on it as, you know, weld it and then pour some water in it real quick so it doesn't transfer that heat too much there. So, but yeah, we're looking pretty darn good. I'm liking the way this is coming out. I also got to remember this thing here too, which way would be the best for the grease fitting thing, which I guess there would be alright. There, out the front. I'm trying to think if the thing's mounted on in there. There's not going to be much room, so yeah, it's probably better having it right about there somewhere. That probably lift that up just a hair so it's not resting on the bottom when I weld it. And give her some there, and she's going to need a fair bit to hold her on good and strong there, but I think it should come out pretty good. I'll have to turn her up fairly hot though, I think, to get her to bond together, but hopefully this stuff is weldable too. I don't know. If it's not, then I'm really screwed, but I know what I do then, but there's not much I could really do, I guess. But anyways, we're looking good. Alright, well, I didn't realize it's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Holy crap, where did that day go? Gone. I gotta get going. I gotta get home. I gotta get this edited up for you guys and get her ready and rocking on the YouTube there. I got less than an hour to do all that. And because, oh, there's a wall there. Oh, that really hurt the back for some reason. Wall's been there for, I don't know how many years. I found her. But anyways, yeah, I got to, when the kiddies get home, we're thinking of, or I'm thinking of going over to a place called Royal Distributing to look at some motorcycle-y stuff for riding. Probably a pair of pants, a jacket, and a fairly sort of decentish kind of full-face kind of helmet sort of thing. I've got lots of helmets, but they've sort of been through the war and back, and thinking that probably something would go over better when I do my driving part test. That's a full face that, you know, the visor comes down. I'm pretty sure they'd want to see all that, and not the cheesy helmet that I've got that I probably am going to ride with, which is like a wooden helmet. I'll show you when we get home there. A wooden helmet. It's not wooden, but it's a helmet, but it's like a half shell helmet without, like, it comes down like my toque basically, and it's got like wood grain on the top, but it's all like plastic CSA approved, all the good stuff, you know. But if I drove that into the thing, they probably wouldn't like that too much. So I'm gonna go look for a helmet too, and yeah, I gotta get rocking because I gotta get this going and up for you guys, and head her over there. So the kids are home in an hour and a little bit, so that should give me enough time. But once I get her uploading, she can just sit there and I can just do the stuff off my phone thingy, right? So my iPhone thing. So it was supposed to be kind of a cruddy day today, and freezing rain and stuff, but so far it hasn't done a whole lot. That'll be when we get over there, it'll probably take off. But anyways, I gotta hit her home. We'll talk at you tomorrow. We'll finish that thingy up there and get her mounted up, and it's raining a bit now. and get her mounted up again. And probably not going to need to use it right away, but I do probably going to want to do some sweeping here whenever the roads do finally get cleared off enough that I can get some of this sandy, crappy stuff swept off, because I just hate having that stuff laying around there, you know, because it just makes a mess. But anyways, we'll catch you tomorrow. Probably won't film anything. I'll maybe show you if I pick up anything tonight over there. Show you that in tomorrow's video. It'll just be too much rushy for getting her on for tonight. So, but anyways, we'll catch you tomorrow. Have a good day. Gotta get editing, so we'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.